for 45, 50 minutes, that was very difficult. That's how Palace play. You didn't have a lot of room in there, in between the defence and the midfield.
Yeah, I think it was difficult for us in the first half because all the players were stuck in their own half from Crystal Palace. But I think, we said before the game that maybe in the second half when we play good, then we have a lot of rooms. And I think after 50 minutes we done very good. We had a lot of space and created good chances and scored 4 goals, and that's very important for us.
So I'm sure Frank and everybody would have told you that this is how they will be in the first half. They'll defend deep, the midfield will be there. That gives you specifically, in your position, very little space. So what did we have to try and do to create problems when there isn't any space, like in the first half today?
I think we have to play very fast. I think we have to push the ball hard in our own half, in the half of the opposite side as well, and it's always difficult to find rooms, spaces for our midfield players. But I think in the second half we done very good, created a lot of chances, had good crosses in the box, and I think it was like a good timing for us to score the first goal, and then we get a lot of confidence, and that's the reason why we score a lot of goals in the game.
And now you go off back with Germany and more busy games. What will you tell everybody about what life is like in England and with Chelsea, and when they ask you how's it going, Kai?
Yes, I think it's a lot different to Germany. I think the Premier League is much harder. They're very good teams, and I think everything is different to Germany. Small things like driving on the right side and stuff like that, but the football is different. I think the life is different, but I think the new players, me too, we are settled in very good. So I'm very confident to have a lot of wins in the next weeks and months.
Frank, lots to enjoy about that. Can we start with a clean sheet?
Yeah, definitely. Dangerous team, Palace, counter-attacking team, quality, speed on the break, and they didn't really get a sniff. A couple of crosses, deal with that. A couple of set pieces, we dealt with that. So I'm really pleased with the focus of the team. We knew we expected to have a lot of possession, which we did. Anything that they had on the break was snuffed out.
If we didn't score very early, that first half was always going to be like those 2 banks of 4, no space. I presume you've been working all week on trying to move it as quickly as possible and getting people to be dynamic and not having too many touches.
Yeah, and that's not easy because we played on Saturday, we played on Wednesday, and you play again on Saturday, so it's tough to get, Tuesday, but it's tough to get those training sessions in, but the message was clear. Palace don't really get beaten for by many teams because they're so well organised, and they've gone and got a great result in Manchester United already this season, so it was, can we move it quickly, can we break down those 2 banks of 4? First half we were a little bit too safe in the final third. Second half we found Chile. We got between the lines, we were a bit more direct. Callum goes 1v1 on the outside rather than inside, and it changed the face of the game.
Great performance for him. He set up a goal, he's made a goal, he's defending well, and he can take corners. I don't know how much you've noticed before you got here as coach, but it has been an issue here.
Talking about when I used to take them.
No, after you, but before him.
Yeah, I remember hitting the first man and getting a few groans from the Matthew Harding.
Mata was all right.
Listen,
it's been a thing.
He showed quality. It's great to have a lefty. You know, we've got a couple of lefties now that can put in and change your delivery up, and we've been working on set pieces. It's huge that we get that better this year. It makes a difference. Defending them, of course, we know that, but getting goals like we did, because that gives you a bit of breathing space in the game today. But Ben's performance all round, everyone's talking about the new signings. We have to give them all time. The beauty that Ben has is he knows the Premier League, and he knows it very well, and he looked like he played here for years today. But with all the new signings, we have to give them time. They've all had, it's a new league, no pre-season, injury. We haven't seen Hakim Ziyech yet. So let's stay patient with all of those, but the signs from Ben today were all good.
Just a final quick one on the defence, because obviously you have had to and sometimes chosen to change it quite a lot. There are quite a lot of options. You're having to try it on the hoof. Do you believe in a settled back 4, and is that what you're eventually aiming for, or do you just feel I've got people who can slot in and out?
To a fact, not to an absolute point, because you always have 60 games in a season, there or thereabouts, and injuries and changes that you have to make, and you need competition. But yeah, of course we want to get a settled back 4. I think people are obsessed with the idea of changing changing the team. When you're searching for something and you're trying to find it, and we didn't find it last year, I'm not comfortable with that. I want to have a settled team. So there are different points to it. When you have Reece James and Azpilicueta right back, you're not going to sit here and say, yeah, I'm going to play 50 games a season for one or the other of them, because it's good competition. It's for them to make it their own. And what Azpi did with his attitude and performance in Tuesday against Tottenham was show me today I needed him there and I needed his captaincy, and he did it again today. And then what Reece will bring another time is what drives squads on. But yes, I do want a settled back four. Today was the epitome of a settled back four that were focused and did everything right.